financial markets, cryptocurrency, gold and silver, world news.
Fair to say you simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally, and we do that by buying treasury bills. That actually increases the money supply.
Financial Turmoil Explained.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show on this Monday, the 18th of July, 2022. Glad to have you guys here. Here we go. We got what's being done to oil. I have to laugh. We have Biden. He's visiting the Saudi Arabians. The Saudi Arabians, we have to understand what's happened over the years. We have to go all the way back to when Kissinger went to Saudi Arabia to make friends with the Saudis for a purpose, of creating what's called the petrodollar. Is when they took the American dollar off of a gold standard that backed the U.S. dollar. They changed to an oil standard. And the Saudis were an integral part of that changeover to an oil standard, which created the petrodollar. Basically, they had to kick a lot of, not kick, but kiss a lot of, in order to get that in place and get everything working smoothly. It took a lot of work. And that's what's really kept the dollar as a status of the world reserve currency for all these years since 1971 till now, with being backed by nothing at all. It is actually backed by oil. So we got Biden. He's traveling over to Saudi Arabia to meet with a very proud people, the Saudis, and these are oil people. They've become rich over in the desert in places like Dubai from massive amounts of oil reserves that they've had over the years, And the Saudi nations, the Arab Emirates, and so on, extremely rich. But they're also a very proud people. Well, evidently the president's over there right now in this administration. And he said to them, you're liars about the MBS issue that's going on right now. I don't know how they're going to take it, but these are very proud people. And they're the ones who have supported the dollar since the petrodollar became the hot item. And it was required that the Saudis offer their support and offer their continued support to support the petrodollar and keep it in place. And I don't know how it's going to go over, saying, hey, you guys are liars. How's that going to go over? How good's that going to go over to support the petrodollar? You got to understand that they are the ones who say, hey, we're not going to sell you our oil unless it's in dollars. They don't have to do that. They never had to do that. Kissinger put that deal in place. And it's only out of the kindness of their heart they're keeping it in place, because we've got the wolves at the door right now. As far as America's concerned, we got the BRICS nations, we got China, we got Russia, and they're breathing down the door of the petrodollar. They're biting at the heels, trying to get at us so that we're not the world reserve currency anymore, so that they've got a new world reserve currency out there for their new world order they're trying to build. So where's all this going? And what do you think's going to happen to our way of life if we lose the power of the petrodollar? If we lose the petrodollar. So I'm going to tell you what, it is not helping to call the Saudis liars. That does not help things in any way, means, way, or form. Because the dollar has been eroded for a long time now, and we're just hanging on in this country to our standard of living. The dollar's already losing a lot of its purchasing power. And that's what gives it purchasing power, is the fact that it's connected to oil as a petrodollar. So, anyway, guys, I'm telling you, the markets have stabilized right now. as we're going through a little period where we've got a little bit of stability in the markets, but they're getting ready to do another fool maneuver by raising interest rates another 75 basis points. This could set the markets going down lower, and I'm expecting it will. And then what are they going to do? They're going to wait a little while, and then they're going to do it again and again and again until they get the response they're looking for. What's that? To crush the markets. And then what are they going to do? Try to turn this thing around, and then we're going to get more inflation. I mean, this isn't a plan. This is just an unsustainable mess that's moving forward into the future towards some sort of an inevitable crash of one form or another that's going to be absolutely astoundingly bad for all of us. So now here's one more thing I want to say before I end the show. I got a new computer coming. So it's not new. It's new to me. It's a Dell computer. But Dell computers were good. Everybody used them for ages, and they just keep running and ticking and ticking. You know, I've got an old Dell computer coming. Not really old. It's like 5 years old. You know, it's going to be new to me. And I'm going to use it for video editing. Because the computer, this last week, the computer I've been using has been not doing the proper job. It's been messing up my audio. It's been messing everything up. I'm filming this off of my phone because the phone at least has audio. So it'll be here pretty soon. Says by the 27th at the latest it'll be here. And then I can start filming and have my charts again for you guys. You know, so I can do the market report and have charts and everything. And we can start getting into watching the rest of this crash unfold, which is what we've been doing for the last 7 years on this channel, you know. And it's going to be big, and there's going to come a time here in the very near future where you guys are going to be glad you watched my show, because it's going to give you maybe a little bit of an edge over other people out there. As you guys always know, I'm a little bit ahead of the curve on a lot of things. Well, thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great afternoon, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye-bye.